everybody. I seem to have got here at last. It's been a long, long time, but here I am, and jolly glad I am to be here at last.
My name is Catherine Dobson. I'm a senior lecturer in the School of Engineering at the University of Hull, and I'm delighted to be here in the exhibition hall of the University of Hull Library, where currently there's an exhibition of Amy Johnson's life in pictures. And I'm delighted to introduce Dr. Sarah Peers, who's the Vice President of the Women's Engineering Society. Hello, Sarah. What would you say is the role of the Women's Engineering Society?
Well, the Women's Engineering Society is a membership society. We've been around since 1919, and our role has really been about supporting women to be engineers, to become technical leaders as well.
So Amy Johnson was a great advocate and role model really for women in engineering, an enduring one, and as well as being president of the Women's Engineering Society from 1935 to 1937, what difference do you think her achievements made?
Well, at the time, huge difference. By the time she became president of the Women's Engineering Society, WES had been going for 15, 18 years by then. And I think there was a sense that the organisation was being ignored. Now, Amy Johnson was a glamorous celebrity at that point, but so when she became the president, she really drew attention to both the society but also the cause of women in science and engineering, etc. She was not only glamorous, technically hugely competent. She was the first female ground engineer, but she was also hugely courageous, and so that combination made a big difference to people around her and to WES.
So with WES being at the forefront of encouraging more women into engineering, what particular initiatives are WES taking forward?
Well, we've had lots of projects and schemes in the past, obviously, and lots of campaigns, but currently what we're focusing on, the jewels in that crown, include, well, let's start with outreach. We do have some outreach. We have a programme called Magnificent Women, which actually started off as Magnificent Women and Their Flying Machines because we wanted to celebrate people like Amy Johnson. But that's now being broadened to include lots of women, lots of legendary women in all sorts of areas of engineering and technical areas as well. In addition, we also have a programme which is called MentorSet, which is a mentoring programme. It is a mentoring programme primarily for women, but the mentors can be men as well. And it is really what we're doing there is partnering women who want to take the next step in their careers or perhaps enter engineering, and partnering them to people, very experienced people, who can then nudge them along and help them with hints and tips and so on. So they can be very short-lived relationships just for a few months, or they can go on for a little bit longer. That's been going since 2002, and we've recently restarted it with new funding from the government, from DEC as it was, but now BEIS. And not only that, we also partner with the Women in Nuclear group on that. So women from in energy sectors have taken it on as their mentoring programme. But further than that, I mentioned the barriers around women in employment. One big barrier is women who take time out, as many of us have to do at some point, men and women, but primarily women tend to have to do this a little bit more often. And coming back into engineering can be very difficult. So we have done quite a lot of work around surveys, surveying people to find out what their issues have been, so that we can give that information to companies and to policymakers as well. But also we want to start off returnships, fellowships for women to get them back into engineering.